guys, hello everybody. Welcome to this next video in this educational series. So my name is Euler Trader, and we're creating this course precisely for beginners because back when we started trading a few years ago, we did not have a structured guidance. There's a lot of material online, most of it is trash. Maybe that's actually the reason why some of you are coming here. And again, if you like this video, if it makes sense to you, subscribe to this channel, join our other social media, you can join our community, you can ask the questions directly, you can DM me, you can comment under this video. We have a community of active traders in Spanish-speaking and English-speaking. We have both Spanish-speaking and English-speaking communities. And we also have a premium course, mentorship, more things. So anyway, let's get to it. In this video, I want to talk about what is a broker. Now, in reality, you don't need too much details about this if you are a complete beginner, because as soon as you get more into trading, as soon as you get more into forex, you will realize what things are important for you in particular. But I just still want to explain to you the basics. So essentially, you are a trader, obviously. So broker is an intermediary. You cannot go directly to Apple and ask them, look, hi guys, like sell me a part of your company just for my speculation, you know? So there's no way. I mean, only huge companies can do that. So essentially, you have to go to a broker platform who will be an intermediary. And then the broker will already place the trades in the interbank, or they will absorb it. They will take the risk themselves. So these are CFD brokers, B-book brokers. That means that they are winning when you are losing the trade. So essentially, your loss is their winning. And then in the same time, there are A-book brokers who are just simply, they don't care if you win or lose, they pass all of this to the interbank. In reality, you can't say that like B-book broker is bad and A-book broker is good, because both of them, they don't really care if you win or lose. All of them just care for you to trade as much as possible. So in this case, don't don't overthink this too much, and also don't overthink too much the choice of your broker. We as a community, we don't really recommend any particular broker, simply because initially when you're starting, there's very few criteria which you can consider. So basically, right now for the basic things, so pretty much we're using Xnova. So again, we're not going to recommend, but what we can say is we can say which broker we are using, which broker we have used. So this would be Xnova. Again, you need to understand for yourself what things you need. So you need to select, primarily you need to focus on your strategy, and you need to select the assets which you will be trading. So because I'm trading mostly EURUSD, that's all I care about. And EURUSD is one of the most liquid assets which you can find in this world. These are the two most traded currencies, and you can't really, you can't really do anything special about it. There is nothing exotic. Now, for those of you who, for example, are based in Asia, in LATAM, you might be interested to trade your local currencies. For example, I know in Argentina, there are like 5 different courses of dollar. That's why you might be interested to trade on the particular platform in order to get your course, the one which you're used to. But otherwise, really, there is not much difference. So then another platform which we are using is also Neptuno. So again, it's less famous one. Maybe the interface is less pretty, but it's functional, so it's doing its job. And then for pretty much everything to do with analysis, we're using TradingView. So here again, there is nothing special about it. So TradingView is sort of just analytics platform. So it just provides charts. So it has the charts, so you can go around, you can historically scroll back, you can see different types of data providers for the data. So for example, you can see the same euro dollar but with a different providers. I'm pretty much just in for Saxo. This one is enough for you, really. I mean, you will see, in reality, once you choose the broker which you operate, you will just see which data feed, which graph is the same with the provider, and you will just use that. The reason why you would use TradingView is because it's simply because it just has a lot of tools. So I mean, you can place, you can do your risk analysis here. You can use Fibonacci retracement. A lot of different things, annotations on the graph, a lot of analytical tools, basically. Again, you don't need all of them, but TradingView is just pretty, it's pretty comfortable, it's pretty easy to use. So again, we don't recommend the broker because in the past, when we recommended one, people had trouble with other brokers. They couldn't withdraw it, they couldn't place order or not see the trade. So all of this, again, for this, keep in mind, like, even if you go on the broker which your friends recommend you, and then you can have trouble with it, that's just because you are logging in from a different country, different device. There are all sorts of technical errors with it. So don't panic when you see an error with the broker. So yeah, and then on every broker there is synthetic and real assets. So you just simply need to check which asset they work for the strategy which you select. Again, we will cover more different strategies in the upcoming videos. And then another thing which I definitely want to mention is backtesting tool. So so basically, there is a backtesting tool which we use. For this one, if you want, we have some accesses as a community with a discount. So if you like, I don't know, put in the comment, DM me, just ask for a backtesting tool. We can send you the access. Obviously, I don't need to explain, for those of you who know, I don't need to explain for you the advantage of backtesting tool. The whole idea is that you can select the date. So for example, here, now we are in 2006, and here I am viewing the graph as it would be May 2024. So the advantage of backtesting tool is I can go back in time and I can scroll the graph and relive this thing. So for example, I select a strategy, I don't know, liquidity sweep strategy, which we will explain later, or 3 points, an action price strategy as well. And we can relive it in real time. So you see, like, for example, I can select how fast I want to go. And basically, this 1 minute graph. And basically, I'm reliving this situation on the chart. So I'm placing, it's like I'm placing the order, and then I'm seeing how it actually goes. Super useful. Again, like always, I mean, don't let yourself be paralyzed by this analysis, but it's really useful. So what I normally recommend is, before you go on real platform, go check, go do a backtest for a year at least, why not? And then this way you will be confident that your strategy, that it repeats itself. So every market, every asset is fractal, so it just repeats itself, and it repeats itself on the 30 minutes time frame, on 1 hour, on daily time frame, and it just repeats itself within the cycle. So it's all the same pattern. Like, if you choose the strategy, basically for you, it's just the pattern which you choose and which you're going to see I don't know, every week, for example. So every week is enough for you. If you have a pattern every week, it means you need to stay in front of the graph. You need to check it every 30 minutes. Let's say you choose a session, and then you will see your trade and you will pick the trade. As simple as that. So that's it pretty much about the brokers. So again, guys, if you have any questions, you're welcome to put in the comments. We are making this particular video series public precisely because we want to keep it public. And this is what you need to know about the brokers initially. Again, I repeat you, this is for beginners. So like once you know what you're doing, you will already select the broker yourself. So literally, like if you are based, I don't know, Latin America, you want to trade crypto, you will probably prefer Binance. You know, in Europe, mostly, again, as well, it depends. Like in Europe, mostly everybody's doing interactive brokers or eToro. So it depends what kind of trading you're doing. For particular countries, maybe, you know, some broker will have a specific payment, deposit methods and withdrawal method which you like. So this is how you will choose a broker. So, but when you start, don't overthink it. Just pick any and see what tools they have. So ultimately, it gets down to the kind of analytical tools which they have. So here, what graphical tools, what indicators are available, what things, you know, work and don't work for a strategy, like the interface, general things. You don't need really all the bells and whistles which come with it. So don't overthink it too much. Anyway, all right. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.